Joining us now is Gianni Kovacevic. He is the CEO of CopperBank Resources. He's also the author of My Electrician Drives a Porsche. Let's talk about that off the top. For those who don't know, that's quite a popular book. And how do you describe it? What's it about?
Well, it's similar to David Chilton's The Wealthy Barber. It's written like an allegory. It's an adventure between a young electrician and his family doctor, and they go on a journey of enlightenment to appreciate emerging markets, a new spending class, the impact they're going to have on everything around us, including commodities and energy, which is so important to Canada. And of course, this pivot, what I call a hinge of history happening in the way energy is created, transferred, and utilized by consumers and industry.
And what would you say that means to investors and retail investors who may be watching right now?
The way energy is procured, it takes a long time. I would say 10 or 20 years. And the impact that's going to have, there's going to be winners, there's going to be losers. They're commodities. They're the building blocks of the global economy. And when I'm talking about a commodity like copper, running out of a commodity doesn't matter until it matters, and then it matters a lot. So now that these car factories are changing fundamentally at the chassis level, the way they make cars, the way this energy is going to be delivered to consumers, and of course the policy, whether you like it or not, climate change, decarbonization, which is electrification. You take the emissions out of anything that uses energy, that means it's electricity. The CAGR growth rate for copper is going to be very steady, 2, 3, 4% at times. And that's just going to have a compounding effect that in about the next 25 years, the overall demand for copper should approximately double. And there's no substitute. It's aluminum and it's copper. So we like investing in copper. That's why CopperBank has acquired high quality projects in good locations. The fatal flaw is they're not economic at sub $3 copper, but they start to work really well. Every 25 cents that the copper price goes higher from $3, the net present value of our portfolio increases by in excess of $300 million. That's $1 a share. So that's a lot of torque.
Gianni, is there a name that investors can invest along with you? Is there a public company that's related to copper?
To copper? That's what CopperBank is. Yeah. It is a listed company. It's on the CSC, it's on the OTC, and it trades in Frankfurt. The symbol is CBK. Probably many of your audience would already know the company. And something we also offer is an investor zone, education. Why is energy changing, and all these different famous people that have talked about it and look at this pivot. So they can go there. We have a very good video archive on our website.
And you also you are intrigued by helium, and you think that's a story of the future as well.
Indeed. It's going to become a very important story. As Don Cox would always tell you, never invest in the story on page 1. That's the efficient market. Invest in the story on page 16 that's headed to page 1. Currently, palladium has captured a lot of attention. The price has risen dramatically.
Right, record highs.
And if you look at the interplay between palladium and platinum over the past 20 or 30 years, they've had this sort of inverse relationship almost, because they're used one or the other, maybe for catalytic converters. The price of palladium is up 800, 900%. But the price of helium, using the BLM auctions going back 25 years to today, is up 1,600%, according to what people are paying on contracts now. So it's geologically very rare, and I'm speculating with a company that has 2 projects in the United States. They're going to drill 5 wells on these 2 projects. It's called Desert Mountain Energy, and it's, I think, also a website that's done a very good job to have information for investors to get educated and up to speed on why lithium or helium is so important for the next 10 years.
Very interesting, Gianni. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, Gianni Kovacevic, CEO, CopperBank Resources.